Good afternoon, good morning, good night, guys. It's the CannaSocial podcast, and today is a very special day. We finally just came back from, not all of us, one special very guest, Lucha, in the building. We got the boy Matt, we got the other Matt in the building, Mr. Main Guy himself. Remember Main Guy? Shout out to Mr. Smith, man. It's a lot going on, guys. As you guys can see, we have some great dishes from the home cooking, a revamped menu. We have so many cool things going on right now. We've got steak, shrimp, what
snapper, we got vegan, well, a vegetarian, not vegan, excuse me. A little bit of everything. I mean,
rice pudding,
desserts, yuca, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Skirt steak.
I'm full.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna take some more as soon as I finish rolling this weed. Let's get it.
What are you smoking on right now? What did you just roll up?
What are you smoking? I just rolled up the grape cake head. Grape cake?
And this is from
Jungle Boys.
Jungle Boys, Florida has made their appearance.
Bro, they're here.
What are the parents?
They're here, bro.
Biggest yet, you think?
Great. Oh yes, for sure. I mean, they set the standard. I mean, I'll get into a little bit more of how they did that, but crazy, man. I mean, Florida weed is good. That's hard to talk about. I mean, I'm gonna have a hard time convincing Matt over here.
I know.
But Florida weed is actually good for one.
I like the flower stuff. I did like that.
I mean, we're getting there.
Base
So
stuff.
I think they're gonna set the standard and allow things to get better. People are gonna have to go in this direction if they want to sell their product as well. And you know, what's competition's gonna?
A couple different directions they gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how
Big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. I mean, first off, pricing. Everybody loves good pricing. So at $45 an eighth, 16 a pre-roll. Honestly, they had me. I ran over there in a heartbeat. My dumb ass made a 5-hour line on grand opening day, but I mean, so much worth it. After walking
5 hours?
5 hours. I got sunburned, bro. I'm burnt.
That's from waiting in line?
It's from waiting in line. Yeah, I didn't even go to the beach this weekend.
I saw those people in line at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, those people. I got there late. Yeah, no, those people camping, but Fame Owner. He's a big shout out to Fame Owner. Big tattoo artist in Orlando. He was one of the first ones there. Like, bro, you got work and business to handle, but he was out there getting it. Shout out to him, man. One of the first ones to get his strings in the state of Florida. Big fun. I mean, it was different. It set a vibe. I mean, I'm used to, as a medical patient, I'm used to going to a medical dispensary and getting the medical vibe.
Yeah, for
Jungle
sure.
Boys set the standard. They made you feel like a customer, like if you've been doing this for a while. You go to True Leave and they hold your hand and, come on, this is marijuana. Walking in the Jungle Boys, you knew what you wanted, you knew what you was gonna get, and the prices are incredible. I mean, I'm gonna light it up. The proof is in the pudding. You just lit up some grape cake heads. This is not grape cake head. All right, so I lied. That's the grape cake number 19, and then I'm smoking the hippie crasher.
This is I'm tasting the grape soda.
I mean the trilogy.
This is something that I can
Yeah.
truly say. Now, time out here. We went from talking about great weed. So what exactly is this?
Oh, I'm about to take a hash rosin dab in a few. Well,
And
I'm gonna
rosin
smoke some of the blunt first, but I'm just loading.
I want your palate. Don't over.
I know. I'm loading the puff, so I'm not hitting it. I'm just loading.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break.
So this is a trilogy. GMO 2 grinds live rosin.
Yes.
California based.
Yes.
Now you smoked the California based. You talked about it before because you feel like nothing out here
I'm just
touching it.
picky. That's really what it boils down to.
Damn.
Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff they grow in Florida
Right off the rip.
is like
Yeah,
stuff I used to smoke when I first started smoking weed, like 9-pound hammer, the sour diesels, like that's all stuff that I smoked 10, 12 years ago. Like Blue Dream is not it.
It's
Not it anymore, huh?
It's not it. I mean, everything is crossed with, I feel like a gelato these days. Like,
That's why this tastes good. I go like, it's good.
there you go.
Oh!
No way.
We're waiting for the high.
I like the
but-
flower stuff too, though, but it's
I mean, we're getting there.
When-
This
But
shows,
that's backpack boys.
and it
Flowers,
shows growth.
right?
Yeah. It shows growth. To get a legacy guy out here, somebody who only likes legacy weed and backdoor stuff. I mean, he got some of the finest stuff from Cali is out on his table right now.
Every single one of these products you can find in a dispensary.
In the dispensary. Yeah. We're not. None of these products that you see on the table are something that is not coming out of the dispensary. These are all licensed companies that are actually working to better themselves. I mean, the industry's getting better.
The weed industry is getting amazing. It is crazy, man.
I mean, truly sucked when they came out. And they're still
working
they're
up.
baby stepping.
But like we said, Jungle Boy's gonna change the game. Competitive pricing. Why did Truly drop their prices on their closing bar this weekend?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, let's break it down now. So Truly is a dispensary, guys, out there that's in the state of Florida. The biggest dispensary in Florida.
I believe it's 300 plus.
Okay. So that they got the monopolized market. They're McDonald's, right?
Yeah, McDonald's. They're everywhere, actually. They're not only in Florida. They just started in Florida. They went backwards.
Yeah.
Started in Florida, spread out everywhere else. Amazing. Good for them.
But they do what? They do more deals for patients, right? First time buyer discounts.
Deals. They got a lot of great deals. That's one thing about Truly. You're always gonna find a good deal. They're more leaning towards the medical market. It's not wrong. We're in a medical state.
Yeah.
But there's some patients out here in the state. I deal with a lot of them myself when I'm doing these consultations with them, and they're like, "What about when we gonna get some California items?" And if you don't know, in Florida everything has to be grown in state. So like everything in the Jungle Boys bag at least, or this was grown in state. Like
They're just in Florida, yeah.
Florida weed.
Yep.
No, but it doesn't mean that like the Jungle Boys seed wasn't from Cali.
Yeah, no, and that doesn't mean that the seeds from Truly were not
Just
from Cali as well.
cultivated, right?
Yeah, it has to be grown in
Yeah,
Florida.
grown in Florida.
Yes.
But Jungle Boys is setting a standard. I mean, they got the Athena, I think it's like water, I believe, and then the LED lights that they use is different compared to the tent operations that Truly was running. I mean, Vitacan, God bless their hospitality, but they took us to a tent. It was an outdoor tent. Okay products, a lot of land strains. If you're looking for land strains, shout out to Vitacan with the land strains. But it was an outdoor tent. You got the feeling that you was outside. I mean,
And the weed's gonna smoke like it's outside.
yeah, it's gonna smoke like it's outside, and then Florida's not somewhere where wheat grows naturally. It's not something that's gonna happen here. Yeah, so the process becomes a little bit harder. Jungle Boys brought that California grow lifestyle, the way they grow things out of Cali, out here, and they're applying it. It works. I mean, if you're into the white ash thing, I mean, there's so many myths about marijuana, white ash, things of that nature. I smoke exotic weed with black ash.
I know.
Fire.
It depends on how you roll it too.
Yeah, it could be the paper.
Yeah. And how,
But white ash, if that's what you're into, white ash, a great flavor, real terpy, gets, I mean, anything that I found at Jungle Boys this weekend, they had 3 strains when I got there. They had 4 at the start of the day. They sold out of the sour apple killer. I'm not sure they sold out or they just didn't have boxes in at the moment.
Ready. Okay.
But anything they had was above 21% if you're into THC levels. I don't necessarily shop for THC levels, but when they told me that 31% lava cake, or which one was it? One of the products was, the LA Kush cake, 31%. Insane to me. Like, that's the standard they're setting. They're coming out from the gate. Look at our flower.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they stole a, shout out to Zach, no trade, no play.
Wait,
Actually,
who's Zach?
Zach Wood patented these ideas of like these trays coming in your marijuana. You ever get a bag of bud and then
Everything's flat.
sometimes it's flattened or there's weed at the bottom that you can't get to in the
Yeah.
crevices. If you lay them in these trays and you pop it in, nothing's.
It
It's all in the
shouldn't, it
tray.
shouldn't fall
It shouldn't
out.
fall
Yeah.
out. So more convenience. I mean, it looks nice.
It's a nice
and you
rolling
can
tray
roll
too.
on it too. Yeah.
Yeah, nice little rolling tray, and then the Mylar bag. I mean, some people shop for that. Another thing that I liked about Jungle Boys, they got these nifty QR codes. You scan them, you scratch them off, and then they tell you when harvest date, things of that nature, when it was packaged, and it shows you that you bought a real product.
Yeah, it's authentic.
That's what Cali, they
Yeah.
got Cali.
Like,
Which is dope,
integrate that stuff to us. We're Florida. We deserve a little something.
right?
We're a vibe. I think people come out here for a vibe. Let's understand it.
You know, they did say Florida's the most expensive state to live in now. So, I mean, why
Stay
not?
out. No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
Stay in Cali, please.
I'm smoking this, and I'm smoking
What you
patience.
think? What you think?
Amazing. This is absolutely amazing to me. I can tell you, I would definitely pay that. Now, let me ask you a question. We talked about it earlier. Matt, I know that you shop at a lot of dispensaries, and you look for your discounts. You look for that $100 off, $75 on the first 100. Do you feel that that's going to hurt a lot of Jungle Boy's continuous customers, or they're going to only be their high market bags? What do you think? First, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't want to think it's going to deter anybody from going, because I think that's the precedent that they're coming with, as in we're Jungle Boys, we know what we bring to the table. This is not to say that they're not going to have discounts, because I went to a soft opening. It's not the grand opening. I went to a soft opening. But if they don't, I don't think it's going to hurt nobody. I mean, they sold. I believe it was 230 ounces that first day, which I mean, I think it's like 40 pounds when you do the math. could be a little bit off, it could be a little bit more. What I did the math for was 40 pounds. They sold 40 pounds of weed on the first soft opening.
Wow.
And he said he didn't even touch 20% of his stock.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all.
Mhm.
What do you think?
So I think that I agree with him. I don't think it's gonna mess with their production and like their sales, because like for me, even though I shop for deals, that's because there's not really a reputable company around here that like is always like has good weed constantly all the time. It's like you have to shop and try to find the specific strains. But at Jungle Boys, that's a name from Cali. It's like if I go to Jungle Boys, I know whatever I'm getting there, it's gonna be great. And I like you said, I think if they don't add deals, I think that they should, like, they don't need to.
Let me ask you guys a question now. Do you think that, Matthew, you are a person that is able to speak to other legend vendors?
Yeah.
You got your customers per se that only want to buy the wasabi, only spend that big money
Yeah.
market items. Would you rather have the customers that's buying the cheaper items, or would you prefer the big ticket items?
Honestly, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, mix of both. I mean, I feel like the people who buy like True Leaf, they're always gonna, complain about True Leaf because like it's one of those, if you hate the product, why are you gonna keep going back for it?
It's
If
because
it's
of the deals and the price.
Yeah, it's because you get deals on it, because you could get a gram of concentrates for $12 after all the deals.
Yeah.
So
But it's gonna be dry.
yeah,
And not
it
taste
might,
good.
it's not gonna taste good. It might look like trash.
But I feel like this competition is gonna end up changing that.
So is
I'm
it?
hoping
I'm hoping
gonna
they'll
step it up.
have to
You're
step
gonna
up
have-
the game.
Now that they stepped on your balls, they're gonna think, hey, listen, we have competition, we have actual competition now. Let's get it. Like we need to set the
They need to hire people
It's not
who
that
know
they
what to
have,
do.
yeah, exactly. It's not that they have completely all terrible products.
It's gotten better from when they started.
It's 100% better from when they started, but they're not there yet. They need it. If they want to compete in this market after Jungle Boys and Cookies make their way in, 710 Labs this week or next week, Game is getting full. Like Florida doesn't have too many licenses, so the big guys taking up the licenses are gonna set the standard and the precedent for these other guys to come out and be like, okay, we gotta sell a good product. I mean, backpack. When I say the flowery, really, they sold 3 times more than they normally would. But how did they do that? They dropped the backpack weight to $30 this week. $30, and it was stackable with the first patient discount. Matt Lunch's discounts, they had the first patient discount stackable.
They still have that going on?
No. I checked, but they dropped the price of all the Flowery's products dropped in price. Like, you were saying that True Leaf dropped their prices. The Flowery dropped all their top strains by $5, which I mean it's not a lot, but they still dropped their prices, and all their lower strains are now sitting at $35 all over the place. But I think this weekend, when Jungle Boys came out, everything went down to $30.
Damn. On Thursday, it was a long drive to Ocala, and we were looking at websites and like looking at all the dispensaries. We looked at the Flowery backpack boys for $30. I've never seen that in my life.
Damn, I would have ordered for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta get
That's
out.
what- that's-
The
That's
problem with
why
them though is I
order
order. If I order this week, I might not have
You gotta
for
wait
my
a
next batch. Yeah, I might not. What am I smoking this week while I wait on your weed?
I mean,
They gotta
okay.
fix that.
Yeah,
That's the
so
one
the
thing
first
that
time we ordered from the Flowery, it was right when they dropped the Backpack Boys stuff, and then I ordered it like 2 months later, and it was still the same batch from.
And it might still be the same batch now.
Yeah, it might still be the same batch of the Backpack Boys. It was still the batch that was packaged in February.
Think so?
It was. It said it on the.
No, I'm saying right now. You think it's the same?
I don't know.
We're buying it. We're buying it.
have to buy it.
Fucking show we're buying it.
We'd have to buy it.
I promise you that. Now, we talked a lot about Jungle Boys today. We talked about, hey, they got some good weed. You smoked it.
It's good. I like it.
1 through 10, what do you rate it?
I'll give it an 8.
Does it
I'll give
deserve
it-
to be up there?
Yeah.
Woof!
It's good. I like it. I mean, and I like, some of the Jungle Boys from Cali, be hit or miss sometimes. But, it's good. But again, this is the first batch now. Is it gonna be
Consistency.
yeah, that's where we'll
Consistency
really
is
see
key
it.
too, because the same way these other guys fall off,
It might,
these growers out here are new as
these
well.
same
I
strains
imagine.
in 6 months might taste like complete trash.
You don't know.
If they basically just say, cool, we're gonna train our guys the Florida guys how to do this, we're leaving,
Yeah, I mean, QC, it's gonna be up to QC at that point. But I don't,
But it's good.
with people like Cookies coming into the play, you think they're gonna allow themselves to get there? I mean, we spoke to the owner, we were lucky enough to speak to the owner, I mean, after 5 hours of waiting, great, but we were lucky enough to speak to the owner, and he said he worked 19 months. This was a 19-month project for him.
19-month project to bang out 380 ounces.
Yeah, and bro, for me it was worth it. And he told me that day. He said he's like today I paid for the rent for a year for his first location.
Blessings. That's
God
crazy.
bless him. I mean, I hope he does it more. I mean, this is what I wanted to as a patient and as a person who deals with a lot of other patients that look for quality flower. This is good for me because there's a few amount of places. I mean, Move. I send patients to Move. I do send patients to Truly. My older patients I send them to Truly. People like young like me that are looking for a little bit of the recreational stuff. I think this is ideal.
Jungle
for
Boys
us.
would be good.
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
Well, do you think that the cookies and all the Planet 13 stuff? Because
Yeah, well, that's
I mean, Planet 13 might suck because they suck in Vegas.
so exactly. We don't.
They're just big.
Yeah, they're Walmart.
So yeah,
Right.
so Planet 13, they don't. They have just like every single different thing, right?
How does that work in Florida?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to think.
How does that work in
They'll
Florida?
have-
Just
they
like
might-
go ahead.
They might, I mean, who knows? They might know stuff that we don't know yet, that they're gonna, try and implement certain rules.
Because if you know
To
about
have-
it, like we said, everything is a seed,
Has to be grown in Florida.
sale state. Okay, so now
Mary Medicinals isn't.
the product has to be though.
Yeah, but think about it. Mary Medicinals is bought over by a company, right? Mary Medicinals is probably the third or fourth biggest medical cream out there, right? Products, right? From Vegas to Cali, even to Chicago. Mary Medicinals is out here. Was it in Vatican?
No, but this is my thing. You got one of those companies. Planet 13 in Vegas has
Yeah, look at
30 or 40 of those companies. That's what makes
And
it
everything's-
They're like
yeah.
a supermarket.
They're like a Walmart.
Yeah, so like,
you can walk in
how are
and
you
get
gonna get
Stizzy.
all these vendors to work with you if now the vendors are spread out? Who's gonna want to work with cookies? Who's gonna want to work with Jungle Boy?
Why don't they do this? And let me know if this is such a stupid thing. Like you just said, why can't I get the flowers and read here locally? Why isn't the Planet 13 say, you know what? There's 25 different names. Instead of going to 25 different spots, you go to mine. That'd be the true Walmart.
I mean, that's what they pretty much do in Vegas. They basically
Yeah. What
How do you do that with other Florida companies? Like, what's the
I mean,
the
but
gray
so,
area there?
but so
I don't-
dispensaries are already doing that. Like you
But they're probably
you go to
aiming for
True Leaf and you there's like 3 or 4 different companies that you already get. Like
3 or 4. Planet 13 is known for having 50. How do you do that? In Florida?
You get that through
It'll
their
be
companies.
it'll be however many dispos we have. They're probably aiming
4 or
for
5
rec.
each.
They're
Yeah.
basically about their medical license, so
And I
that
kinda
when we
want to
go
see-
rec, they're already in the state.
I personally
guess.
never been. I've heard and I got a lot of friends
Everyone
who
keeps
go out
telling me
there.
it's trash.
I mean, I've seen some of the
Planet
products.
13?
Yeah.
Guys, first off, been there many times. I disagree with you guys.
Okay.
I just want to know why, dog. Listen, I love you.
Now I heard the Tyson stuff's good.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
great,
but
right?
again, 1 out of 8 bags might be phenomenal.
See, that's different than me. And that is truly different. So, like, we can go there, right? I can't roam, so I have to buy a lot of weed at once.
Yeah.
So when I go to the spot, I'm not as courageous as you are. Where you would try 18 different strains, dog, not me. I'm getting one that looks purple, the one that smells great, and I'm buying fucking a pound of that.
Yeah.
I never experienced that. And maybe because we grind all the fucking weed up, never experienced that this bag was different than this bag, dog.
Yeah.
But now I want to get started. That's something that, how is that? You okay? You know,
They
just
like
over here,
smelling
pick it up real quick?
boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
They like
I was thinking
smelling
one Chinese on there.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a dispensary in Florida. My
Are they
my
allowed
wife's
to
cousin just
smell
moved out. No,
anything?
I was gonna say my wife's
Nope.
cousin just moved out from Colorado, and that's not a thing anymore. You can't grab the jar and put it to your face and smell it no
COVID.
more. COVID.
Cali has the smell jars with the nose holes.
The
on
nose
them.
holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to touch down.
Wait. You
face
said
around.
you've never been able to smell anything here.
Yeah, the state of Florida. I've never known. Someone's handed you a
So
jar.
yeah. So
Like Care Leaf.
I went to Liberty Health literally 2 days ago. I asked the guy. He opened the jar, showed it to me. I just was not allowed to hold the jar myself. He had to shake it, open it, and I got to
Shout out
see
to
it,
Liberty Health
look
Science.
at it, and smell it. Now Move. now the same thing. Move and Fluent also have display jars with the smell things like how you're talking about in California. At Fluent, they have jars right at where you're
I've
checking
seen
out.
the fluid jars, but
Yeah,
I
and you
couldn't
can
smell
look
it.
at it, but you can't smell
Yeah,
it.
you
Now
can't smell
Move,
it.
you can't touch those ones, but you can smell those ones because it has a slider and you can
Okay.
smell through the hole. Yeah,
I mean, it helps.
and you can see the magnifying glass too.
At least you can see what you're buying before you buy it. So you should at
Yeah.
least know if
You
you're
can't do
getting
that at
stuck
Truly.
with.
At
Oh,
Truly,
yeah,
you
Truly
can.
sucks.
There's a reason.
Yeah, but they
why.
do have a return policy. I mean, I don't know the details of it, but I know that you could go back in with the product if you don't like it, and they'll switch it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give you the store credit for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And they trash the products. in which they don't trash the products. The products is giving out to their clientele, their employees that they like, and that's how they work it. It's great. Every dispensary in fucking restaurant. So everybody has stuff to give away. I got a question for you guys here. Jungle Boys is here. Cookies is coming when?
Cookies, there's no date yet. I'm waiting on a date.
But there is a date.
My guess would be summer.
Now,
Summertime. They're waiting for everyone to be.
because they can't wait until. I think if they open up after Jungle Boys opens up
I
their
can tell
Orlando
you
store,
that
that'd be horrible.
they've
When's
dispensed
Orlando
flour
open?
before.
In June.
Yeah, they've been dispensing flour down
They
in
dispense
Miami.
flour, and I don't think they're doing it to like a QC trial, like one of like you know. I know they gave to that patient who was arrested here in Florida for having a certain amount of pounds and he did a long sentence. He was one of the first patients to get cookies out here, literally in my house. And if you look at the MMU updates, so that once every other week it pops up and you can see like what dispensaries dispensed. And cookies has been dispensing, but
I wonder how we get on that.
I want in. Let me know. Hey, let me know.
Yeah.
I've sent emails like, yo, listen.
Blow them up.
Like, we gotta talk about this.
Where's the cookies? Where's it at?
Who's dispensing this?
Yeah,
know.
who is dispensing it?
When's Orlando Jungle Boys opening?
Orlando Jungle Boys open in late June.
Late June.
So that's so close. I mean, get your card, bro.
11
That's a month.
If
It's a month.
it shouldn't take you a month. I mean, we do same day approvals here every relief.
Yeah, same day
Yeah.
approvals.
Yeah, like you come in now, we'll take care of you. Doctor's gonna take care of you. We'll help you work your state application. Come through, and then you leave here. You can drive to Ocala. My last two patients. Last two of them.
Yeah, when you were up there for Jungle Boys, the whole day people were calling in just to get their card so they can go to Jungle Boys. They were literally saying, "Yo, can I get my card today?"
Doc's
And
gonna
I
take
need
care
to
of you
go to
every
Jungle
time.
Boys. Like it was literally like clockwork. It was nuts.
That's wild to me. Now,
So-
that's an 8 to you, right? Which one of those up there from California is you consider a 10?
Flavor wise, I'd give it to probably the original Z by Doja.
Which one's that?
That would be.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No,
Let's
we
take it.
already, well, we
Oh,
started.
we
Yeah, we
rolled
started
out, we rolled
smoking, that's why.
So this is what you guys are killing right now.
Now we on the Jungle Boys.
No,
No, we haven't
no,
started
that's
yet.
the
We're still
next
smoking.
one.
Yeah,
Compare and
that's-
contrast.
Oh,
Compare and
yeah,
contrast.
okay.
Yeah. We got you one too.
I appreciate that. Thank you, fellas.
See, you're on the Jungle Boys.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we wanna-
Yeah, we want to make sure we're all smoking the same.
Okay, we come into the nitty gritty.
It's getting down.
Carry on. I gotta know your thing, bro.
Yeah, how did you like the Jungle Boys?
I
Especially
think-
because you don't do papers.
And you're just faithful.
Yeah, that's when you know it's good.
I think that the Backpack Boys is better.
Oh,
Really?
What? That Black Cherry Shot smoke this.
I didn't have it out of the joint. I had it out of one.
Only reason why that
We also
cherry
had a different
shot.
strain.
yeah, two different strains.
We had a different strain than you.
Yeah, but this I think it smokes amazing. Don't get the
That was actually my favorite one. So
I like
hurt,
whatever
kinda
we
hurt.
smoked.
yeah, so we
No
smoked
way.
the hippie crash.
Why are you hurt? That Black Cherry Shot is my favorite strain of all time. So I'm comparing it against the
He's
greatest.
probably gonna hate what I brought, what I got from my friends. So it's okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I think to me this was amazing at the beginning, but I like the weed that gives me that. Oh, lick my mouth
Yeah,
after
he
like
wants the
that
sweet
water.
taste.
Yeah.
But this shit tastes like crushed soda though. I thought this shit this tastes great.
Listen, I'm just like you. I like something turkey. I need to
Flavor.
taste it. I need that flavor. What I miss of weed is more smell and everything. I mean, you get some good smells out there, but
For smells,
That
check out
skunk.
the brown.
The red bag?
Red bag.
So tell me about this. What is this called?
That's a Cali X Biscoff.
Biscoff.
Yeah, it's a Cali dispensary brand. They started black market, but now they're want to say pre-prop 215, or I want to say the struggles you don't remember. one of the either Prop 64 or Prop 215. Everyone is really pissed about.
A lot of us out there maybe like, there's no weed in these bags. Guys, there's some motherfucking pressure in here, guys. And this is from California.
Yeah.
And this went from streets to legal.
Yes.
Cali-X.com.
Yeah. So it's funny. I met them while I was at the Emerald Cup. They are from the UK. Like they are straight from the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they grow out in Cali.
Oh yeah, they grow out in Cali.
Tell me a little bit about this
The-
Doja exclusive. We're about to
Same
go
thing. Also used to be, like a black market brand, and now it's in dispos. I want to say they got there. I think you finally connected. We got the original Z, which I believe just dropped. It's one of the newer strains.
Established 2016. California Legacy Operation.
Legacy
What?
girls, man.
So what is
So
legacy?
legacy would be essentially like before you went completely legal. Like you've been doing it before you basically, like you might have been growing and then you made the transition from, you know, black market or whatever they want to call it. To,
Yeah.
You now, you know.
Damn, self-tested, no booth packs, Dojar gang. So they got it.
Yeah. Candy. I got a little bit left that you can smell.
Jesus.
You should, you know.
Yeah.
You either hate it or you won't.
Green is not my thing typically.
Yeah, green
Skittles is always an ugly,
I
ugly,
agree.
ugly flower.
But
like,
I can always.
you won't
like,
ever
I've
find
been spoiled
like
by
pretty looking
by
Skittles.
the Runs gelato trends and
I know.
everything that crosses gelato. Everything looks like purpley and it's the stuff we used to dream about as kids. Remember, like when I was I've been smoking since I was 11, bro. I'm 31 now, so that's 20 years of smoking weed. When I first started smoking, it was boof like, and then you get these packs that were like blueberry haze or purple haze, and they were purple and dark. And like that was they had in the good one. Now that weed is in abundance. Every other pack that you see, I guarantee you it's probably purple.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I avoided the whole Reggie scene in Orlando because I smelled this shit and I said, people are smoking this? And I said, no. And then I found like popcorn Zona and I smoked some popcorn Zona. And I was like, okay, this is decent. But then I found, $20 gram like hydro, straight, crippy. And then from there I found like real like strains like Northern Lights. I always made sure, I always went out of my way essentially to pay more to get better. But like I'd make sure I had like real Northern Lights.
Yeah, you taught me the way
Strawberry
back
Cough.
I mean,
I just got picky because everyone else, you pull up to a plug, they be like, oh, I got haze. I got haze.
it's not for everybody, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I want people to know that. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people they oh no, you just paying extra. When the weed is good, there's a difference, and it's like buying good liquor.
Yeah, people
do
liquor all the time.
You can taste the difference. Like
Yeah.
you'll taste the difference, and your body will feel it too.
I feel so.
Y'all ready to try?
Yes, we are. We definitely are. We're gonna get this going. This is gonna be on part 2.
It should taste like straight candy.
Straight candy. Alright, so anybody wants to know what this tastes like, this is the CannaSocial podcast. This is Mr. Matthew, man. This is Lucha. This is my boy, Main Guy. We've been doing this since before agreeing this page. We've been together for a long time, guys, and we're trying to bring out a different market to you guys, a different type of opinion, different type of approach on things. We're going to stop this today. We're going to run it back again. Tomorrow when you catch us up, we'll be smoking this Doja exclusive on part 2. See you guys soon, man.
Yep.